What's up guys, this is Crypto with James talking to you today about Acala. Now, Acala's had a kind of rough ride in terms of price action, but let's be honest, it didn't have a bull cycle. It didn't launch during the bull cycle. So it's a trickier one in terms of price estimation. We've got to actually have a look at what they've been doing. And I'll justify sort of my thought process in this video as to why I think it will hit the price it will. Before I get into any of that though guys, if you are new to the channel, or returning viewer and you don't remember what the spreadsheet is, it's the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos I showed everyone I was buying these cryptos because I said there's going to be profits here. And you can see what all the coins were priced at when I recorded my vids. You can see what highs these coins hit 18 months on were. And you can see what a profit would have been if you'd have put $100 into each one. So if you had $100 into every single one, that's a $2,600 investment. If you just sold 18 months on, which is what I did, and my friends did, and my followers did. But if you'd have done that, your profit from a $2,600 investment would have been around 123 grand, which is not bad. Now, since selling these, I've been buying up new cryptos as the markets continue to be sort of when they crashed, and now we're in transitional markets. I continue to add to my positions and buy new cryptos. I share them on my website, copymycrypto.com. So anytime I buy a crypto, I let my members know what coin I'm buying and why. Anytime I sell a crypto, I'm letting my members know what coin I'm selling, what percentage I am, what am I doing with my profits. There is no work required for any of the members. So I literally share everything I'm doing and they can copy along. And they'll make the same profits I do. Now, if you go onto the site, if you pause this vid now and you go on to copymycrypto.com, you will see what the members earn in the last bull cycle. You see what I've said historically. You can confirm it all, by the way, because it's all public record on this channel's history. And then you can make a decision if this is something you would like. Would you like to make the gains without doing any work? It's kind of that question. So have a look through the site and make a decision for yourselves. Right, Acala. So Acala is a DeFi project for Polkadot. So it's an all-in-one decentralized finance network offering a blockchain platform secured by Polkadot, as well as a suite of cross-chain financial applications that let users trade on Acala Swap, issue self-service loans with the Acala dollar, become liquidity providers, access staking derivatives with liquid.staking, and earn high interest APY on their digital assets. Now this network is scalable, it's ETH compatible, and it's optimized for DeFi. The network will also be bridged to Ethereum, Bitcoin, and others, such as Compound Gateway, as Acala received an inaugural grant from Compound. Acala is also building hybrid crypto and fintech products with US fintech company Current to bring DeFi yields to current 3 million US customers. It was founded in 2019. Excuse me. It's received 5 Web3 grants. It's been backed by Coinbase Ventures, Pantera, Polychain, and a bunch of other top firms. Now, that all sounds great, but look, the price, I mean, the actual chart looks brutal. But we've got to put it into context. It launched at the top, basically, of the market. Because we started seeing the market crash in January of 2022. And that's all that happened. You know, it started tumbling, and it has tumbled, and it's going to probably continue to tumble for a little bit. You got to remember as well, Acala has a 2-year parachain slot, so that means the tokens have to be released by the end of the 2 years. So we are going to see, you know, another 266. Million tokens out by sort of the end of January of next year, because they all have to, like, the principle of it is they all have to be released unless they've got been given a permission to extend their parachain slot. Now, Acala's also added the EVM, which is now live on mainnet. So this brings full Ethereum virtual machine plus substrate compatibility to Polkadot. And the benefit here is, of course, then every Ethereum project can be leveraged and moved on and put on Acala as well. The Acala EVM provides a developmental environment that's fully Ethereum compatible for DeFi users within MetaMask. And while still getting the full power, speed, and customizability of Polkadot's substrate. Now, any dApp team can now deploy their EVM-based smart contracts onto Acala's EVM Plus with barely any changes at all. And why would you build on that? Well, it allows you to scale your user base and utilize the total value locked within Acala's DeFi suites. You got to remember that Polkadot, while we've seen a little bit of a drop in enthusiasm for Polkadot, I suppose, but we've seen a drop in enthusiasm for a lot of cryptos because we're in a sort of transitional market, bear cycle / transitional market now. But Acala's heavily backed for a reason, heavily backed for a reason, and I think that enthusiasm is still going to come back. I really, really do. I think right now everything's a bit flat, but Acala, obviously, his price action's been absolutely horrific since its launch, but still got a shot of doing something here. If this continues its sort of dump and it drops down to I don't know, a couple cents, it's probably a bargain to pick up. I mean, even just a month ago, it was about 3 cents. And it's the DeFi hub of Polkadot. Now, for some reason, this is not loading, which is a little annoying. I'll see if it loads. So, in terms of data around Acala, you can see that they did the public sort of sale for Acala Treasury, but that was basically the Polkadot Parachain auction. So you submit your Polkadot within the auction, you vote for it in that way. It was the what they call it? They call it Dutch auction. I think they did. Yeah, and they're starting to make headway. They are starting to make headway. It's taken a little bit of time, but they are getting there. Now, one thing that I do believe we're going to see is another really strong wave for DeFi in the next bull cycle, because I think everyone was so damaged. So many people were damaged from Celsius and Voyager and FTX. And I think those people that come back into the markets are going to be very, very cautious about using too many centralized exchanges. So as a result, I do think DeFi is going to have another really strong wave. And Acala could be one of the ones that lead that wave. It's buyable everywhere. I'd recommend BitGet, guys. I speak about this often. The reason that I recommend this is I partnered with them because I think they're a top 5 exchange. I also think their features are very, very good. They've got stuff like Assist to Earn, which allows you to basically, utilize your friend. So you get assistance from your friends to earn $20. They've got earn features that allow you to earn very, very nicely with stuff like Sharkfin and Smart Trend and Range Sniper. They also have their Launchpad and Launch Pool, which are very, very good and have resulted in some nice price appreciation for those projects. Also, if you're a big holder, you can get a super airdrop. So if you're a big holder of the BitGet token, you can get tons of cryptos airdrop to you as a huge way to benefit from holding a coin that's in all likelihood going to 10x over the next year and a half. And plus, if you join, you can potentially get a welcome package of up to $1,000. You've got to do a few things. So if you use the partner link in the description, you'll get access to all of that. And Acala's not loading, but other than immensely annoying me, there isn't actually much to really go through with Acala. The dashboard's pretty simple and straightforward right now. The issue Acala has is the price action's been brutal. Now, they'll have the billion tokens out by the next bull cycle. So the question is what can this hit? Now, it depends on how much of a wave the DeFi has. Like how hyped up do people get about DeFi? You know, we saw it last bull cycle. We've seen partial elements of that in this transitional market with stuff like AI. But I think DeFi again has to have that wave, and I think especially as there are projects bringing in elements like layers of privacy within DeFi solutions, I think there are more institutions that would be ready to jump in. I think there'll be more high net worth individuals, more whales that are ready to jump in, especially if transactions are a little more obscured or a little more private. If Acala onboards that as well, I don't see why Acala doesn't get back to $1 billion market cap, which means it would be bang on the dollar. And I'm basing that off of an expectation of a wave in DeFi. But let's be clear, I mean, price action wise, this is horrific. They couldn't have launched at a worse time. So it really boils down to, do we have a cycle of DeFi enthusiasm in the next bull cycle? And if we do, I think Acala, brain. I think Acala can bang back up to maybe $1, possibly $2, but that would be very surprising. I'd be very surprised by it hitting $2. I think it might be able to get $1. I'd be more comfortable saying 50 cents. I think that will be done. But the enthusiasm for a number of Polkadot projects has waned, which I think is a temporary thing. But yeah, we'll see. What do you guys think? Because obviously price action is brutal. Do you think they've done enough to entice users back in? Do you think they're going to do enough to entice users back in? Because one thing you've got to say about like Polkadot and the team around all the Polkadot projects is they do get stuff done, but it's sometimes a bit slow moving. So, you know, they've got like an 18-month window where they've really got to bang and start getting some nice developments within their DeFi ecosystem. Downside risk, and the big upside here is it's so heavily backed. You know, there's a reason for that. So, yeah, something to consider. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think this? Because obviously, price action. You know, do you think this can hit 50 cents? Do you think this can hit $1? Do you think this can hit $2, $5? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you're a new viewer or returning viewer that has never subscribed, hit the subscribe button, because we go through info on this channel you're not going to get elsewhere. So by subscribing, you won't miss that info. And guys, if you want to take the work out of your crypto investing, if you want to make better profits, then you can check out copymycrypto.com. On the site, you'll see what the members have made. You'll see what I've said in the past. All of the site, everything there is public record. All on the history of this YouTube channel. So you can confirm every single thing you read, and you can make an informed decision if this is something that you're going to be better off with. We had coins that 100x'd in the last bull cycle, plenty of them. We had Phantom that 700x'd. So if you're looking to make those gains and do no work whatsoever, go read the site now to see if this is something for you. And that's it from me. Take care, folks.